colleges all across the country. Make some noise for Tommy Keating! What's up, Brea? How you doing? Grant Cotter, everyone. Let him hear it. Right. People, get your foot off the fucking stage. I'm in showbiz, you're not. I'm totally, that's a horrible way to start off. They're like, you got a dick. You can go ahead and take a pencil down. No, I'm serious, take it off. How long do we do? I got 20 minutes, let's do this. You guys having a good time so far? That's what I like to see. It's all about the hands-free. You guys doing all right? I think Grant was quite rude at first, right? Yeah? All right. I was trying to win you back over, but fine. Oh, I got darling. I'm excited to be here. I am a happy, happy man. My wife and I, we just bought our first house. Yeah. My first house, soon to be followed by my first missed mortgage payment and my first foreclosure. So, yeah. I'm excited to get the ball rolling. Let's do this. I am way too immature to own a house. Let me give you an idea of my level of maturity. The whole time the realtor is showing us houses, all I kept thinking of is that he's got this little thing on his belt, this little code thing that he can put in a code and unlock hundreds of houses in the neighborhood and just walk right into them. And all I kept thinking of is, man, how handy would that be for those emergency road diarrhea situations that come up? No more filthy chevrons in this guy's future, you know what I mean? How hard is real estate classes? I want one. It's crazy. I've been married for 3 years now, so it's starting to get serious. It's the little things. It's the little things you miss when you get married, like freedom and no, like when my buddies call me up on a Tuesday morning to go to a titty bar, I can't go. Some of you guys are like, Tuesday morning? Yeah, I know, that's a bad time to go, but they're sad and pathetic people, and they know that that's the best time to go because the B Squad doesn't expect as much money, you know? So they're like, Tuesday morning, let's do this, you know? They're like, I'll put up with some scars and some bullet holes as long as I can flick quarters on stage, you know? Show me the droopy titties, let's go. Happily married. When you were young, happily married meant something different. When I was young, I thought happily married means you were so happy to be in love. Now, I'm happily married, and I realize that happily married means happy to not be single anymore. Because that shit looks exhausting. Am I right? Any single people here? God bless you. You got more energy than me. And thank you for raising your hand. These lights aren't that bright. I'm glad that this guy raised his hand. I barely saw that. Thank you. Anyway, occasionally I get let out of the house to go with my single friends to go to a bar, and it's a lot of fun, but I can't get over how much strategizing they gotta do to meet girls. Is it really that hard anymore? Thank God my wife found me, because I can't do this shit. They make it look so hard. If you guys are like this, crazy. They're just like, oh, I don't know, should I make eye contact now? Should I not make eye contact now? Should I put it out? Oh, fuck, I looked at her. All right, now I gotta make eye contact with her. Okay, hey, yeah. Like, do I stay over here? Do I go talk to her? Do I buy her a drink? Do I make her buy me a drink? Is she Miss Independent? I don't know. So many questions. Do I go over and talk to her? But she's got friends. Do I gotta bring friends over? I gotta bring my interesting friends, not my loser friend who came dressed up in the Boba Fett t-shirt. It's like, dude, why are you wearing that? Man, it's 25th anniversary edition. What are you talking about? It's exhausting. I don't know how I feel about the fact that my wife knows I won't cheat on her. Not because she has such a love and bond in our relationship. Not that she has so much faith in our relationship. She just knows that I'm way too lazy to put in the legwork to fuck another girl. That kind of skews the demographic of it right there. You guys drinking? I see these waitresses working hard. Drinking's a lot of fun. I do it a lot. That's why I've got my tricks down. I'm glad you guys are having a good time, because I am. Drinking's a lot of fun. You're right next to a yard house, for Christ's sake. That place is amazing to me. Every time I see a place, I'm like, how did that idea come about? The idea of the yard house over there? Because someone's looking at a pint of beer and saying, not big enough. Can I get one like this big? Can we do that? Can we make like a neck strap like the assholes in Vegas? Can we do that? Or I can walk around with my Eiffel Tower, Long Island? Yeah, Vegas! the shots. Can we be honest about that? There's some crazy shots out there. My favorite shot to watch people do are the Irish car bombs. That's amazing. For those of you guys who aren't raging alcoholics, let me explain what a car bomb is. It's when you take a half pint of Guinness and you drop into it a shot of whiskey and Baileys and you pound the whole thing. It's not even a dare. You do it for fun. You gotta realize though, if this is your shot of choice, you're like a whole level of alcoholic higher than anybody else. Because you're the only person that looks at a drink like a Guinness and says, hey, you know what'd be good in that drink? Another drink. We don't do that shit with any, no one looks at a burrito and says, wrap it in a pizza and that's a snack. I get down with that. Drinking is, let's be honest, drinking is a lot of fun. Imagine this world without booze in it. Boo. I know, right? Think of the shit you wouldn't see. Without booze on this earth, taking a picture of your dick next to a passed out friend's mouth, that'd be gay. Right? Thanks to alcohol, that's hilarious. We can be honest about that. Keep the hits coming, YouTube. I'm a fan. I'll subscribe. 8 hours. Another thing we gotta be honest about, without booze on this earth, Denny's would have closed years ago. Right? Everybody in here's got blurry memories of a moon's over my hammy at 2:30 in the morning, right? That shit doesn't even look good on paper. It's what? Stacked on what? No. 3 in the morning, give me some. It's a unique thing about Denny's. I don't understand that. Something about, no one is sitting with their friends on the couch at like noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon going, I'm hungry. You guys feel like Denny's? Yeah, Denny's, let's do it. Doesn't work that way. It's always 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. Guys, come on, I need food. This is getting serious. Fucking take me to a place where there's pictures on the menu. I don't want to read shit. Eggs. Weird thing. And maybe it's just my friends. What is it about Denny's that when the bills come, my buddies look at me and they're like, dude, we don't have to pay for this. It's Diamond Ditch. What? I mean, Applebee's is equally as shitty, but you pay that bill, right? For some reason, Denny's does. I think it's Denny's fault. That's me. It's because Denny's only has one server on at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? That guy's got to do it all. He's got to serve the food, cook the food, sell the drugs. He's got to do it all. It's amazing. To me, the sign of a great night is when you don't even remember going to Denny's. You know what I mean? You just like wake up on the floor with like one leg still in your jeans. We go to Denny's last night? Hey dude, we're still at Denny's. Put your fucking pants back on. Denny's. If you guys are drinking tonight, you gotta be careful with the DUIs. They'll get you. Hooray for DUIs! We got a very excited bus rider in the back there. To me, that's the worst thing about a DUI. It's like, I don't care that I could have killed someone. I'm not riding the bus. Don't give me a DUI, please. It's crazy. It is crazy about DUIs. There's a bar by my house that I go to all the time. And the unfortunate thing is, I don't think this is fair. I'm trying to look up laws. I don't think it's legal. There's a cop that waits in the parking lot across the street from the bar. That's not fair. You know what I mean? Catch me on the road like a normal person, fine. I'll roll the dice on that, but you can't watch me come out of a bar. It's not fair. So of course I was drinking and I'm walking out to my car and I see the cop and we lock eyes and I'm like, shit. And I know he's gonna pull me over. And he saw me coming out of the bar. So unless I can convince him that I'm a professional foosball player and I'm just leaving practice, he's gonna know I've been drinking, you know? And it's the thing that, I don't know if they teach this to the cops or they all saw it in a movie and think they have to do this. It's that reverse psychology thing that they do when they pull you over. You know? They're always like, have you been drinking tonight? You're like, no. No, I haven't, no. Why? Like, come on, man, just all you gotta do is just be honest with me, all right? Just be, I smell it, just be honest. Have you been drinking tonight?
Huh?
No. No. You cannot change your answer. There's only two answers you can give when a cop asks you if you've been drinking. You can say no, or you can say how many beers, right? 2. You can say 2 beers and that's believable. Because no one has 1 beer. It's like, beers are like potato chips. You have to have more than one. Let's be honest about that. You can't waver in your answer. If you say no, stick with it, because then he's got you if you change your answer. If you say no at first and then you're like, all right, I had a couple beers, then he gets all pissed, like you've wronged him in your existing relationship somehow. It's like, come on, man, I told you to be honest. Why didn't you just be honest from the get-go? When I asked you if you've been drinking, why didn't you just tell me from the get-go you've been drinking? 'Cause it's illegal. Right? And you're exactly the person that can get me in trouble for that. Does that not make sense, you know? Like, as if I'm to believe that if I was just straightforward from the get-go, things would be totally different right now. You know, if he's like, have you been drinking? Fuck yeah, dude, like 6, 7 shots. God knows how many beers. I was partying! And then he's just like, oh, well, I find that answer refreshingly honest. Have a great night. Stay on the right side of the road, I'll see you at Del Taco, you know what I mean? No, that does not work that way. Never. Another thing, this is what I found. If you learned something here tonight, learn this. If you're dealing with the cops and marijuana's involved, I find it's best to talk to cops as, you want to sound as uncool as possible. You want to sound as unhip. You want to say things that, like, your mom would say. You know, things like, I don't do the marijuana. You know? That's more believable. You know what I mean? Important side note, hey, make sure the cop asks you about marijuana first. Right? You don't want to be in that situation. He's like, do you know why I pulled you over? I don't do the marijuana. Okay. And the car. Anyone stoned here tonight? Anyone? I love when people don't answer me, you know? Like as if this is the most amazingly imaginative bust ever. Like I'm an undercover cop and I'll get you. It's like, hey, who's been smoking marijuana? Right. See you after the show. I used to smoke a lot of pot, and then obviously the munchies got a little out of control, right? We can agree upon that? That shit's kill you. I used to get stoned, and the problem that I had with the munchies was that I'd get really ripped, and then those Beneful gourmet dog food commercials would come on. I'd be like, what is that, beef stew? Oh my God, chunks of sirloin, holy shit. I can't afford sirloin. And I know my friends would come over and find this shit in my cabinet, and they'd know full well that I don't have a dog. And I didn't want to have to explain that shit. Like, hey bro, is this dog food? Hey man, open that up. It's got prawns in it. We can't afford prawns. I don't have a problem with all the stoners. I got a problem with the stoners that wear that patchouli oil. That is awful stuff. Patchouli, I'll get to that. I'll explain. She's like, what is it? Like as if this is just me and her here. So anyway, patchouli oil is when... I've written more to the joke, just give me time. I swear, I'll explain it all. Everyone will be caught up. Now, patchouli oil is that incense-smelling stuff that hippie... If you don't know what it is, just go up to any white guy that knows how to play the didgeridoo. Smell him. Any girl with dreadlocks who's trying to sell you crystals on a filthy towel, that's patchouli oil right there. And I don't get it, because you're wearing that stuff to cover up the smell of smoking pot. Who are you fooling, right? These are associated odors, right? That's like drinking scotch all day and covering up the smell of that with the smell of cigarettes and beer. Or like trying to cover up the smell of sex with the smell of leather and ether. These are associated odors. If you smoke pot, you can make a choice. You don't have to wear patchouli oil. You don't. But if you wear patchouli oil, you fucking better be a stoner. That's all I'm saying. Because that's misrepresentation otherwise. Like if I go to a concert and I'm on the lawn in the cheap seats and the dude's next to me, he smells like patchouli oil, I'm gonna stick near him during the show. Because odds are he's gonna bust out weed, maybe he'll give me some. Right? doesn't, that's misleading. You know? It's like a chick with a lower back tattoo that won't blow you in the bathroom. You get all the signs, you know what I mean? I didn't make the rules. Most strippers have lower back tattoos, right? And most strippers are whores, so we can equate that to be the truth. We all agree on that? Good, I'm glad we talked about it. Strip joints always end up happening when I'm drunk. That always ends up. Anyone else love the nudie bars? Fans of the titty taverns? Let's hear you. It's good stuff, man. I enjoy going, and you know, what are you gonna do? It's the people that I like watching. There's always groups of friends that go, and there's one guy in the group of friends, and if you don't think this next joke is funny, guess what? You're that guy. Because there's one guy in the group that just wholeheartedly believes all the shit the stripper tells him.